Who wins between Tyson Fury and Usyk? Lorenzo Medina.
That's the answer to the question.
Lorenzo Medina.
Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson.
Lorenzo Medina.
Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis.
Lorenzo Medina.
You know what, bro? I'd much rather fucking live a short life doing what I want to do than live a long life being a fucking pussy.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Brandon Taylor here, True School Sports on with South Florida's very own, the Giant Killer.
Yo.
Lorenzo Medina. What's good, champ?
Chilling. Just got a good workout in.
Yeah. Good to have Brawlers Box.
Brawlers Boxing. Miami Dade.
Miami Dade, bro. But you got an interesting fight coming up. You're fighting Joshua Temple on the undercard of Jake Paul's next fight, December 15th.
Yeah.
Temple, good amateur experienced fighter, been in some camps with pros like Usyk and Yoka. How do you feel about the fight? Because it's looked at to be a step-up fight for you.
Nah, honestly, I'm super excited about this fight. I think this is a great fight for me. You know me, I'm a very crafty, smaller heavyweight. He's not much bigger than me. He's 6'3", actually lighter than me. But he's very conventional, you know. He still kind of fights like he did in the amateurs.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna excel off that like a lot. That, you know, when it comes to awkward fighters, bro, it's a lot harder to do the defensive stuff that I do. I eat that shit with the conventional fighters, you know.
Because a lot harder to time, right?
Yeah, it's with the conventional fighters, bro. It's a lot easier for me to defend those punches. It's a lot easier for me to counter those punches because they're coming from angles that I already know they're coming from.
Absolutely. And you know, last time I seen you, you know, you filled out a lot more.
Yeah.
It seems like that strength and conditioning with Phil, the rules paying off.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But this fight's gonna be on a Jake Paul card, and you've been fighting on a lot of these Jake Paul cards. And when I was there, I actually saw Jake Paul come and clap you up, and I've seen him give you shout outs on Instagram and whatnot. What do you, first of all, have you spoken to Jake Paul at all? And what do you think about all this love you're getting from Jake Paul?
Couple words only, but honestly, bro, I'm very grateful for it because, you know, nowadays as a boxer, social media is a big tool when it comes to your boxing career. And I feel like not only as a fighter is he doing a lot better than 100% of the other YouTubers, and he's doing it the right way. But as a promoter, he's doing a great job too. He's not doing these one-sided fights, and he's not overhyping all these other like prospects, like Top Rank and Matchroom does. I think, you know, as a prospect, it's always good to get that little bit of hype behind you, but I feel like you got to earn that, and you got to do it, not somebody else. And I feel like in my case, all the hype and all the support I've gotten is because of me. Mm-hmm. It's because of how I perform and what I do, you know.
Absolutely. And you know, you're getting a lot of attention in boxing, not just in South Florida, but you know, in the whole sport and the industry and whatnot. I heard on the Boxing Voice that you know, Top Rank may have an interest in you, and I know you expressed that to me as well. What do you think about maybe signing with them? And because there's a lot of good fights out there for you. I know we've spoken a lot about potential Richard Torrez Jr. fight. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it's just what the right call is. You know, of course I would love a Richard Torrez fight, but that's not my main goal, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, like, once I pass Richard Torrez is in the past, and I keep going with my life and my career. That's just a small goal for me. Honestly, there's a lot of people I want to fight. It's not even no beef with Richard Torrez. I don't fucking know him like that. I just feel like it would be a great fight, and people would want to see it. And people have commented and mentioned both of our names in comments before. But yeah, bro, it's just whoever gives us the best deal, and whoever's the best option at the time, because you never know when this opportunity is gonna come. The situations change from day to day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the big like American prospect is Jared Anderson. America is looking for a heavyweight. How do you feel maybe you would match up against a guy like Jared Anderson in the future?
Bro, Jared Anderson's doing his thing. All these fighters are doing their thing, but I think my style gives every single heavyweight right now
in the world
a problem. Like, there hasn't been a heavyweight like me since honestly since the 90s, you know, like a real throwback fighter, and I am a throwback fighter. I don't really say no to fights. I haven't said no to not one fight, actually. We've gone through 10 opponents already this fight. 95% of them have been undefeated. I told my manager I'm tired of fighting these dead dudes. I need somebody alive. I need somebody that's gonna give me rounds, and that's what I'm looking for. But on the how I'm gonna do with Richard Torrez and all these other heavyweights, win or lose, I'm gonna fucking put on a show, and I'm gonna give them a problem. Do I think I'm gonna beat them? Absolutely. You know, it's me. I don't lose fights.
You were saying earlier when you were hitting the bag, you were like, you know, who will win between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson? Lorenzo Medina. Who will win between Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis? Lorenzo Medina. You had that confidence about you. So you feel like you'll be one of those fighters when it's all said and done, that win, lose, or draw, you're gonna be remembered.
Oh,
there's a lot of champions, but a lot of times people don't even remember some of these champions.
Listen, people forget about world champions every day.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, it's about legacy. You know, money's gonna come. I've given up half my purse on multiple occasions. I've taken pay cuts a whole bunch of times. The money's gonna come sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even it doesn't matter if I'm struggling, bro. Like, I need to fight before that. You know, I need to fight for my legacy and for people to remember me and for people to remember how great I was. Because I feel like a lot of these fighters nowadays are just too caught up on the money to be made and
they're missing the bigger picture, you feel?
Yeah, bro. When we start boxing as a young kid, it's like we don't talk about the money. We talk about being world champions. We talk about how we're gonna be on TV, how everyone's gonna know us.
Being in exciting fights.
Yeah. And I feel like as people get older and they start realizing the business of boxing and that they want more money, it's like that's what's really ruining boxing. You know, bro, if you make those big fights happen, they're gonna pay you. Risks make champions, bro. And I'm gonna be a world champion because I'm gonna take those risks. And people can get mad at me or they can talk shit about me because I'm confident, they can say I'm cocky, but people don't know what I do behind closed doors. They don't know all the extra work I put in that they don't see, and I'm the reason I am for a reason.
I've had a front row seat to your growth as a person and a fighter. I remember seeing it at the Dade Pal. You were a fat kid and you were losing to a lot of guys in the amateurs, and you've grown a lot in the last 2 to 3 years. Talk about that. I guess your work ethic and what you've done to just get to this point in your career.
Oh, that's one thing that I can say that no other heavyweight has. My work ethic, bro. Bro, I'll be in the gym by myself. I'll train till I puke, and you can ask me. I literally train till I fucking puke. I push myself 100% every day, even on my bad days, even on those days that you don't want to train. I'm still pushing 100% because. Yo, I know these 10, 15, 20 years of sacrifice are gonna be worth it because I'm gonna have years and years and years and generations of wealth, legacy, and just, how do I say it?
Time to enjoy yourself.
Bro, I can party the same way I can party right now when I'm 30, just with a lot more money, you feel me? I could do it when I'm 40. I'm not really too worried about that too much. I'm more worried about getting my name out there right now and just, my main goal out of everything right now is just keep getting better every fight. And I've been accomplishing that goal very well my last couple fights. I'm not a big believer in putting these gigantic goals. I have my couple main goals that I want to do, but at the end of the day, it's just keep improving and keep progressing as a fighter.
One step at a time.
Exactly.
Okay. One interesting thing about you that I know from just hanging out with you and whatnot is that you're like a lot of these fighters, they like listen to like rap music. You're a big R&B guy.
Yeah, bro.
Would you ever walk out with an R&B singer? Cause I know one day we were in the car and you were listening to Ruben Stutter. You know, would you ever walk out with an R&B singer and change the game up a little bit?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who would you want to walk out with? I know you're a big Tyrese fan.
Tyrese, or maybe a group, you know, like Jagged Edge or something.
That'd be crazy.
Honestly, bro, like a lot of the greatest fighters, bro, they weren't listening to all this hard stuff. They were listening to like Bobby Womack.
Love songs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say that's why I'm so slick. You know, I love my salsa and I love my R&B music. A lot of these dudes just try to act too hard, bro, and it's fake.
It's a front.
It's an act, bro. It really is. And I find it like super cringy. Like, it's unorganic. Like when it comes to me, bro, I really believe what I say, and I am who I say I am. Even behind the camera, behind closed doors, like I am me.
What you see is what you get, type thing.
Exactly. Off rip.
Okay. With you being in the heavyweight division, you know, a lot of this boxing's going to Saudi. There's a big Saudi card on December 23rd. I just want to get your thoughts, your breakdown on Wilder versus Joseph Parker, and then Usyk versus Fury.
The Wilder and Joseph Parker, that's a 60-40 fight to me.
Yeah, favor of Wilder.
Bro, you can't ever count Wilder out. Ever. That motherfucker hit hard. Joseph Parker got skills though, but I don't think he got skills to beat Wilder. You gotta have a lot of skill. You can't get touched.
Yeah.
A dude like Joseph Parker, I don't think he's an elite fighter. I think he's a B-level fighter.
He's that class below the.
Even though Wilder don't got those skills, he's been at that elite level. He's had 10 successful world championship defenses. You can never look down on Wilder at all. He's in my opinion, he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. Consistent fighter.
Tyson Fury and Usyk, bro. I think Usyk put on a big. I think Tyson Fury put on a big front. I don't think he really wanted to fight Usyk. He's always had a problem with those smaller fighters, and he's never fought a smaller fighter at the level Usyk's at. But again, for me, that's a 50-50 fight. You know, Tyson Fury's just so big and athletic. If he trains like he's supposed to, then he's gonna do good. But when have we seen Usyk not train hard? You know?
Yeah, he's disciplined. That man's. We talk about being professional. That man's professional.
Exactly. Man, I can't say Tyson Fury's always been the most professional. You know, he's definitely got heart and he pushes hard. But if we're looking at everybody's track record, Usyk's definitely the better, the more disciplined fighter.
Okay. Apart from yourself, who's your heavyweight?
Right now?
Yeah, apart from yourself.
I don't know, bro.
Or maybe fighter. Okay, maybe, don't gotta be heavy. Maybe any weight class. Is there a guy like when he spotted it, you say, you know what? I'm excited to see that guy fight. I'm happy.
I like Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant?
He's very. I like his. I can't say he's got like. He's definitely. He can compete at that elite level. I feel like. He's been putting in there with some monsters, bro.
But he's fighting them, you know.
He's fighting them. That's one thing I can say about Caleb Plant, and I respect. He's a throwback fighter. He is. He's a throwback fighter. You know, I like my dog Teofimo. I learned a lot from him. And I'm an athletic heavyweight, so when it comes to looking at that athleticism and stuff like that, like I definitely take some stuff from Teo a lot.
Okay.
And a lot of times he's smaller too. He was a lot smaller than me than Josh Taylor.
He was. No, he was.
And he took advantage of that, same way I do with these big ass heavyweights.
Yeah.
You know, bro, like I feel like Canelo's on the decline, but I definitely take things from Canelo too.
Okay. Counterpunch maybe?
Yeah, you know, back then when he was boxing a little bit more, now he's kind of just walking down, throwing big shots. But, you know, you can never take anything away from Canelo either, bro. He's done some good shit in boxing.
Absolutely.
But you know me, my favorite fighter, James Toney.
That's your guy. Sometimes I was watching James Toney the other day, like trash talking highlights, and I'm like, man, it just sounds like Lorenzo. So I can see why this is a fair fighter, you know.
Bro, I love his style and I love his mentality. Yo, James Toney, you can say he was definitely on the lazy side, but he always backed up what he said. He could be getting. I've seen him. Remember that sparring? He sparred. What's his name? Danny Green.
Yep. Is that wild card, Jim?
Yeah, bro. A lot of the rounds he was losing. Still talking shit like he was winning.
That didn't discourage him, you know.
It made everybody think he was winning. You know what I'm saying? You watch it with no sound. He was losing a lot of those rounds. And Danny Green was smaller than him. But that's just that mentality that I feel like a lot of heavyweights don't have nowadays. You know, remember that dude I was supposed to fight, Skylar Lacy, and that shit fell through?
Yeah, the Cuban assassin. Yeah.
No, not even Cuban. Skylar Lacy.
Skylar, no.
Big white boy that they had me talking about.
Skylar Lacy, yeah.
I feel like he was doing great with Antonio Morales, and the third round hit, or as the third round was finishing, he told his corner he was tired and
he checked out.
Went into sparring partner mode. I feel like all respect to him, but he's definitely a bitch for not taking the fight. And so is Cuban assassin, Gustavo Trujillo. like I said, all these dudes act so tough. Cuban Assassin's one of the main ones. He loves acting so tough and all this. Why you ain't fight? Or you asking for impossible adjustments that you know aren't gonna happen, just so it could look like I'm not the one taking the fight. Like, you say yes to something, don't come back 2 weeks later, change your shit up, and say you want more money and more rounds. Like, bro, if you're on a main card, they have a certain amount of time for a main card. You know, they're not gonna extend it for you.
Abide by the rules, you know.
Bro, you shouldn't even have been on this card, bro. I said yes to you. I gave you that opportunity. Say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. But yeah.
All right, Lorenzo. I don't want to hold you too much longer, but any final message you want to give to the boxer about your upcoming fight in your career?
Just keep watching. I know y'all watching. Even if you don't follow me, even if you don't come to my fight, I know you guys are always watching. And this fight's gonna put me on. You're gonna see a big change in 2024, and it's gonna be a big year for me. I promise.
There you have it. The giant killer
Yes,
himself, Lorenzo Medina, as always. Thank you for talking to True School Sports.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hantanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.